welcome to the ring, the owner of New South Wrestling, Mr. Anthony Presley.
And I couldn't ask for anything better.
And ladies and gentlemen, our following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the Upstart Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, it changed up. The other mic. Tiny's asking me about the other stick.
Hey, Dustin, so last week, Troy Parker tried to suffocate you in the ring with a bag, and him and Scott Diamond stole your belt.
Yeah, Scott.
And they said that they were rightfully the champion, so he took it and took it out of state. But what Mr. Troy Parker didn't know is that was a temporary belt, so I've got your new belt right here.
Oh. Now, wait a minute.
Oh. Show the people.
Wait a minute. That's our belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Upstart Heavyweight Champion and your New South X Division Champion.
That's our belt. That's our belt. That's our belt.
And Scott Diamond has a little something to say about that Upstart Heavyweight title, that new belt now being possessed by Dustin Jackson as Brian Pillman makes his return to New South.
Otis, I am going to file a grievance.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger. He hails from Cincinnati, Ohio. Weighing in tonight at 230 pounds, AEW superstar, Brian Pillman Jr. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in tonight at 225 pounds, he is the Upstart Heavyweight Champion, Dustin Jackson!
And our first title match of the evening, Dustin Jackson set to defend that New South Upstart Heavyweight title against Brian Pillman. And Scott Diamond, that is such a great looking belt that's been placed right in front of us.
I'm upset, Otis. That is our belt. Anthony Presley seen us win that fair and square. He knows that's our belt. I'm going to file a grievance. If I had to bet, I think our compadre over here, I think he had something to do with it.
Aaron Rose getting blamed for everything by Scott Diamond. You just can't get a fair shake here, can you?
No, I can't. You know, it's just a good thing that when you're here.
Dropping stuff over here, guys.
And now we got Pillman and Jackson locked up. Pillman pushing Jackson into the turnbuckles right now. A little love tap on the backside from Pillman.
Sorry about that mess, gentlemen.
Are you guys okay over there?
I'm falling apart.
Oh.
I'm falling apart. Dustin Jackson and Brian Pillman Jr., what a match we have to start the third of our show tonight.
Hey, look, this is a main event match anywhere. Anywhere. Two great competitors right here, two young lions. I'm going to be studying these two guys really big right here.
Dustin Jackson reciprocates.
Brian Pillman Jr., Dustin Jackson. We could be looking at a new Upstart champion here.
Well, let's talk about our champion, Dustin Jackson. Quite the champion he has been here in New South.
Oh, absolutely.
And not only the Upstart heavyweight champion, but also the X Division champion, too. Quite a bit of gold he carries around.
But, gentlemen, Troy Parker and myself have proven, although Dustin Jackson, and I'm not going to take it away from him, is a heck of a competitor, he is beatable because we beat him. We beat him right here last week. The microphone doesn't even want to believe that one, does it?
No, it doesn't.
All right.
I might be the last man standing by the end of the night.
I know we're falling apart over here.
Sounds like it.
Oh, my goodness.
Now a roll through from Pillman and a cartwheel trying to break this wrist lock. Does so with the boot. Nicely done.
Well, Pillman,
from Flying Brian Jr.
Pillman's so athletically gifted for being 230 pounds. Just always amazed at how well he moves. Just like that.
Look at these two go. Oh, wow. The frustration on the face of Dustin Jackson. Is it just me, or has Dustin is he bleeding from the mouth? I do believe he is.
His lip is busted from kissing
that boot
Anthony,
earlier.
Yeah, Anthony Presley's.
No, not that.
You said booty, right?
No, boot.
Oh, boot.
As in the boot from Pillman on the up kick.
You know, these two gentlemen right here, I've got to say, this is a great match thus far. The fans are already giving their approval.
Is Pillman telling people to shut up? Oh, right to the headlock. Goaded him in there.
Pillman was trying to call for a truce. Sorry about the blood.
Pillman trying to get the advantage. Up and over Jackson he goes. Jackson was looking to go up and over, and he just planted.
And there you see the strut of Brian Pillman Jr. This time, Dustin Jackson lands the drop kick. My.
Look at Jackson. Jackson trying to charge in, maybe fly. Nope.
Oh!
He hit with the kitchen sink right to the bread basket. And out he goes.
Yeah. Pillman's experience.
Pillman looking to dive. Nope. Jackson says, I don't think so. Now Jackson looking to dive in. Oh, my goodness. And he goes through the curtain.
My goodness, what a move right there. You have to give credit there now.
Through the curtain, backstage, and back out again, Dustin Jackson. And there's not a lot of clearance between the ring and the backstage entrance.
There is not. A good thing that he did not run into that door there.
Perfectly executed by Dustin Jackson.
There's the big drop kick taking Jackson to the outside.
He dropped 10 feet to the floor.
And I heard that smack.
The ref checking on him. This may be off for Dustin Jackson. You know, that's a long way up there. When you're on that top buckle and you hit that floor, that is 10 feet easy. And Dustin Jackson landed on the back of his head over there. You know, I think if Pillman would scoot over and let the ref do their count, he could win by count out right here.
He might win by count out, but that won't win him the title.
This is true, Mr. Rose, and I guess that's really what he's looking for here. Brian Pillman Jr. looking to pick up some gold at the expense of Dustin Jackson.
And now Dustin Jackson back into the ring. Here comes Pillman again and just kicks him off.
Dangerous those feet have been.
Saw a great match last week as Brian Pillman made his debut in New South against Garrison Creed. What a match between those two. And we're seeing a Jim Dandy of a match right now between Dustin Jackson and Brian Pillman Jr.
Jim Dandy, very, very nice reference.
I knew him.
I met Jim Dandy.
I knew him too. Oh!
Ow! Oh, that pole of doom again.
You called it earlier, Tiny. That pole is definitely the pole of doom. You get close to it and bad things happen, and Dustin Jackson just found out.
That is... Oh, and the knee right to the apron, that hard part of the ring.
You know, over the past weeks, we've talked to the resilience of Dustin Jackson. But tonight, I don't know if that is going to save him. He is taking punishment tenfold here at the hands of Brian Pillman Jr.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think Dustin Jackson has been challenged enough in New South?
He certainly has. He's seen his biggest challenge, I think, last week against Troy Parker. And right here tonight, I think, is right up there with that match that he had last week. So if he's not careful, as Mr. Rose said, we may have and we may crown a new champion right here tonight in Brian Pillman Jr.
And let me tell you this, too. You know, there's a lot of things that you and I don't see eye to eye on. But I'll tell you what, you mentioned Troy Parker probably being the biggest competition that Jackson has had for this new Upstart title. I'm going to agree with that because I mean, those two tore it down last week, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that rivalry continue.
Well, I have my lawyers talking to the front office, and I'm trying to get a rematch right there. We want the acknowledgement that we are the rightful Upstart champion. And, you know, I guess, Mr. Rose, if I had to say something nice about you, you do look very nice. I know, I sent you to my tailor, and you're looking really dapper.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
All right, Brian Pillman.
That single leg crab, that was a big weapon last week.
Hard on that lower back. And he's got him in the center of the ring. This could be trouble. Dustin Jackson has to make it to that rope.
Oh, no, he's going to put him in the rope there, and he's going to use leverage. He's going to use it for leverage. Oh, my goodness.
He's going to break his leg.
Don't do that.
And look how that left leg is positioned.
Oh!
Oh!
Did you see it? Did you see that hyperextend?
Oh. That looked nasty. I wouldn't be surprised if he has torn the meniscus or something there in his knee.
Springboard in. Oh!
Ho, ho, ho. Little Jake Roberts there as Pillman gets in.
That's some cockiness if I've ever seen it.
Yes, sir. You never turn your back on somebody you trust or somebody you're afraid of, and he just turned his back on Dustin Jackson.
Oh!
No respect, no fear. Brian Pillman is here taking charge.
And listen to the sound that boot made on the back of Dustin Jackson.
Working on that boot, working on the throat and the ropes here.
When you have a grappler put all his weight on the opponent, now not only does Dustin Jackson have to hold his weight, also he has to hold his opponent's weight, which causes that fatigue a lot quicker. Oh!
Dustin trying to fight back here. Oh!
Did you see that, Tiny? He hit him so hard, the sweat just flew into the first row.
Dave Harmon telling Brian Pillman Jr. off the eyes. Scott Diamond, I'm going to make a comment here that you might find interesting. Troy Parker testing Dustin Jackson last week with limits. Are we seeing that from Brian Pillman right now?
I certainly believe we are, Tiny. Otis. Doggone. And if I may say so, I think one of the reasons that Brian Pillman Jr. is having such good luck in this match here is because Troy Parker took Dustin Jackson to the limit last week, and I really don't think that he's recovered fully.
Last week's match against Troy Parker may have taken a little something out of Dustin Jackson, but it's all Brian Pillman Jr. in this New South Upstart Heavyweight Championship match.
And he's got that rear naked choke on. He doesn't have it all, though.
Trying to get him mounted, and he almost had him mounted. Pillman trying to keep him in the center of the ring.
Jackson trying to find the ropes here.
There's one thing we've always said about Dustin Jackson. He is a scrapper.
And now he's got that rear naked on. Actually, more of a chin lock with the scissors now.
Pillman going to put him out.
Dave Harmon making sure it's not cutting off the airwaves. No, only two. Dustin trying to fight out here. Trying to fight back to that vertical base. Oh, my goodness.
Great vertical suplex into a slam. This could be it. 1, 2.
New champion.
No! 2 3/4 right there.
Wow. Brian
I'll tell ya.
Pillman absolutely decimating Dustin Jackson. Brian Pillman ever so close to getting that Upstart title.
He was frog hair close right there, gentlemen. And again, as you talked about it, Otis, the cockiness of Pillman. Oh, my goodness.
Brian Pillman Jr. continuously working that back of Dustin Jackson,
Oh.
and now the chest.
Oh, look out. That woke up Jackson.
Sure
Jackson
did.
is awake after that one.
Oh,
Trying to go for that boot again.
nice. Look at there.
Rolling through. Trying to go back for that single leg crab. That's what won the match last week. Is Jackson going to tap? Can Jackson get out of it?
I think he's done.
That knee that was injured, he's still working on it.
This young man has to think about his career. This could be a career-ending move. It's better just to tap and come back and fight another day. But tapping and quitting is not in the book of Dustin Jackson.
It's not an option.
As Pillman goes back to the knee.
Oh,
And go back to last week's match between Dustin Jackson and Troy Parker. I don't think we even saw this. Dustin Jackson being dominated like Brian Pillman has.
roll
tonight.
up.
Oh,
2. No.
what a beautiful
Almost got him
roll-up.
on the victory roll there. Oh. Look at Jackson lining him up. Jackson sending Pillman off, meets him with an elbow. And a big clothesline. Ducks under Jackson, meets him with a super kick. That knee, though, is bothering Jackson.
He threw that super kick, and the leg just couldn't hold it.
Jackson trying to charge in, hits him with the clothesline. Looking for the bulldog, and gets elevation to pin. 1, 2, no!
Oh, so close, so close.
These men have been so close to getting that victory. And it sounds like the New South Nation split on who they want to win.
That they are. Jackson's trying to get him up with that knee buckle. It does. Oh! Jackson Pillman going right after that knee. Pillman looking for that leg breaker.
Oh,
That knee breaker doesn't work. Oh! He turns it into a dragon screw, though.
oh God.
Again, going back to that single leg crab.
That knee is not supposed to move that
No.
way.
Can he get Jackson to tap? Jackson still fighting out. Jackson.
Very smart on Pillman's part there, Tiny.
Might be smart on Pillman's part, but he is frustrated now. That is 3 times he has applied that crab, and all 3 times Jackson's been able to find a way out of it.
Look at the pain and anguish on the face of Dustin Jackson, along with a 10.5 stamp from the foot of,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, of Brian Pillman Jr. right there.
Oh! Overhanded shot.
And you're right, Tiny. You could hear Pillman from inside the ring. He's getting frustrated. Why won't you tap? Oh, and he goes back to the knee.
No.
Big fist to the side of the head.
Right in the ear. You want to talk about knocking off an equilibrium? That's it right there.
Oh, that's it. You're exactly right.
Looking for that superplex. Looking for that superplex. Jackson fighting off, though. Jackson with the headbutt taking down Pillman. Jackson, crossbody.
Oh, big cross bodies. Could be it.
1,
1, 2.
2. No! Out at 2! I thought that was it!
Oh, my.
These two men pushing themselves to their limits. It's Dustin Jackson with the crossbody, almost had the pin right there, and now the New South Nation chanting, "This is awesome indeed, gentlemen. This is awesome."
And we're very lucky to sit here and look at the top tier that professional wrestling has to offer right here at the Proving Ground, New South Wrestling.
You are not going to find a better card anywhere in the state of Kentucky tonight.
Or anywhere else for that matter.
That's true.
The forearms between these two.
You can see Jackson still having trouble on that knee. He's staggering with it.
Oh! Oh! And now setting a reversal here. Looking for that sunset flip. The pin!
Oh!
Catches him! Got him!
Oh, my goodness. What a...
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest and still Upstart champion, Dustin Jackson.
My goodness, what a match, Scott Diamond.
You know, we was worried about Dustin Jackson, and I believe it was a desperation move, but nevertheless, he still comes out with the Duke. He is still your Upstart heavyweight champion.
Congratulations in order to Dustin Jackson as he continues his reign of the New South Upstart Heavyweight Championship. The new home of New South Wrestling is live and online. NewSouthWrestling.com. A comprehensive look at New South Wrestling, including our match of the week, who's who in New South, tickets to our upcoming events, and New South merchandise, ring post to ring post. We've got you covered at NewSouthWrestling.com.